Mine was just so this. If anyone's looking, the residual industry since streaming has entered our goddamn lives,
Ugh.
and nobody has to spend money on movies anymore. The dwindling nature of one's residual checks. So the occasionally throughout the year, you get direct deposit for all your regular residuals, but throughout the year you get a pink statement with your actual with a check, and this is foreign. So you never know what countries are going to be on the foreign. Good luck auditing that if you want to take issue with it. So this was Germany and Sweden for me, right? So what do you think? So the in Germany, my highest grossing film for the Germans this quarter was The Devil Wears Prada, which I guess fashion is kind of an international thing. Maybe that's the reason. I don't know. Some shit got
What
some
was your
shit.
total?
Oh, it was wicked. 72.99, biatch.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, because Sweden picked up the rear there and delivered me. I think I don't know what the hell. Sixth Sense was probably the highest grosser there, or the Sentinel. What the
My
hell was the
highest was
Sentinel?
John Wick.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, see the action stuff, right? Was Sentinel an action movie? I don't remember half the stuff I've done.
I don't know.
The Sentinel. I feel like that was maybe a shooter, a shoot 'em up. But gone are the days, Kevin, of
Do you remember when we used to get that DVD money?
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Do I remember that? I,
oh.
and then so the DVD money was great for anything that was a hit, like The Sixth Sense. My few days working on that film, it was a glorious time when that check would come in, and that was the mailed check. So I'd
See, I
open.
still get them. I still
Oh,
get.
you still do the mailed gimmick? Okay,
Absolutely. I
I know
paper
how you feel
trail
about the
everything.
electronic.
Yeah. How do you know you're not getting paid? Do you have your Screen Actors Guild
Well, I go on
app?
the app and I can see.
You can see
Uh,
what's mailed to you, right?
I can see what's being deposited in my direct deposit
It'll
account.
say process mailed, and yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
correct.
So
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
you
I
can
have
check
that
it.
too, but at the same time, like I I'm not going to call my bank and say, "Hey, did I get a wire for $16?"
I was going to say, listen, Marley and me should have made $4.45 in Sweden. I feel it should be higher. Yeah, what's going to happen to
Yeah,
you
good
there?
luck.
You know what was the most glorious was, I did Sex in the City for like 4.5 years. And when that's the only series I ever worked on that went into syndication because it went over, 100 episodes. And I think it landed on TNT and like
HBO,
well, the first run was HBO. That was the first
right?
run. But then when it hit Cindy's and it was on every night, it was on TBS, I think twice a night, like 7 and 10. And I feel like what's Channel 11 by me used to be WPX. I think it was the WB. Then it was on there also at the same time. So it was syndicated 3 times a night. That showed me a whole different world. In the pittance of an amount of money that I got off of that, I can
Yeah,
imagine
imagine
the
it being on
Friends cast, the
Seinfeld.
Friends,
Yeah,
Seinfeld, Friends. I know why they always crossed their fingers. And I said, while I was working on this, and we were getting close to that number, I would talk to the editors. I'm like, "There's no way you can put this," particularly when there was a particularly disgusting, but very crass episode. Like, there's no way we're getting syndication with this. Like he said, "I'm telling you, they will find a way to get this on," and they did it with the beauty of editing. Wonder what they had to do to Mr. Pussy to make it palatable. Greg Trumbold, easily a favorite part of almost every show is what happens just after Kevin says, "You know what? I got to say something." You just know a nice an F-bomb laden rant is coming up. Love the real thoughts. All right, Greg, thank you.
it's kind of like you ever wonder why? Remember Rooney used to do that at the end of 60 Minutes.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, Andy Rooney.
Yeah.
There's a contemporary reference for all our 20-somethings listening. I saw that data. We don't have
You know our
20-something.
demo.
We don't have 20-somethings listening. I saw that Steve had to pull
Exactly.
that demo for
Yeah.
pull the info for me for something, and
There's a reason people get our shit, because we're all crawling at the same pace.
precisely. Official Fingers MC. Enough respect to Sean and the KC crew for putting the Sabu shoots up on YouTube for free. Classy move, mate. Thank you. R.I.P. Sabu. Well, we talked about it last week. Sabu was a good dude. You can head there and check out his ECW timeline of 1997, or his U shoot, or my favorite is the Breaking Kayfabe, where he was just real. He was just Sabu. I guess technically Terry, but preferred always to be called Sabu. Dat Heat 2 says, definitely agree with Nash on the selling versus registering. It's too much registering in today's wrestling. They have to learn how to protect each other's image. Don't even get me started on the finishers, LOL. If you missed that last week, we were talking about the sell in the ring, and Kevin drew a distinction rather brilliantly between registering your opponent's offense and actually selling it. Could be kind of the difference if we're going to make a parallel to like maybe the acting world, to like a method actor versus someone who's just performing and maybe not
Well,
paying attention to their partner.
if you ever in a match, like, you don't have the people, or you're having a hard time getting the people to where you want to move them. I learned this from Scott and Sean, is you do a double knockout. Whether it's a double cross body, you cross body each other, but you do a double knockout, double knockdown. And the key to the double knockdown is not to fucking, the minute you hit the ground, to move. Because if I fucking hit you, if our heads hit and we get a response where the people are like, okay, that wasn't supposed to happen, like that, and then when you both hit the mat, nobody moves. Now the referee's looking, and if he's a good worker, he's looking back and forth, going, "Oh fuck, what do I do? Oh shit, I better count. 1, 2, 3." Nobody moves, because the minute you move, the people know you don't need them. When it gets to 7, you'll get the people to make noise. Because they're like, come on, man, get the fuck up. Because that's what you need to do. You need to call the match. You need to run the ship out there. And it's just like, and I see so many fucking great double knockouts, double